Hey everyone, Chris here. I just wanted to do another shooter lube video that's been highly asked. Big shout out to the man. Appreciate you, bud. Thanks guys for all your love and support to me, my family, my channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me since I've started making videos. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. If you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe. Enough. Time to dive in. So we've seen how it cleans on a handgun, which we've cleaned the CZP-10C, which I love, by the way. I love that handgun. It's awesome. And now it done really well on the CZ. Let's see on how well it does with the carbon buildup and the breakdown of a AR pistol. Now this is a 7.5 inch AR pistol from Inner Ordnance. I do have the MOE grip I finally got on there, so we'll go ahead and move these guys out of the way. I do have the MOE grip, which I'm very happy about. You know, it's got the, if I can do this without bumping anything, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I do have the storage unit right there. So, and my AR is safety checked. Nothing in the mag well, nothing in the chamber. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's dive in, and first things first, I'm going to go ahead and pop the takedown pins, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, now we're back. Sorry about that. The takedown pins on my upper is a little stiff, but this thing runs like a champ. And I do have the Sight Mark Plus on it. Awesome sight. It holds 0, and it's held up. It's held up. And I think it looks really slick. So let's go ahead and start spraying some things down. The reason why I'm going to start with the upper really quick is so that way we can get our bolt carrier out and we can kind of start from there. And then I'll let this sit, and then we can go to the lower. So we're just going to go ahead and disassemble this. Sorry guys, I'm doing this all from the camera view. I do apologize. So we'll go ahead and take our upper. We'll put it off to the side really quick. So this is the heart and soul. You know, a lot of people say it's the trigger, it's the barrel, it's your lower assembly. You know, me personally, this is just me personally, the bolt carrier group is the heart and soul of your AR-15, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this down, get the charging handle out of the way. You know, spray this down. A lot of people use more, a lot of people use less, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the solvent. So this is eco-friendly, biodegradable, and it does not smell. Like nothing at all. I don't smell anything. There's no harsh smell like some other guys. The reason why I got it, and it doesn't stain. That's the big thing. I didn't want to stain any of the furniture and things like that. You can tell that I'm old school because I still put down the newspaper. It's just habit. You know, watching my grandfather clean his guns and stuff like that. It's just habit. So we're just going to go ahead and spray our bolt down. Pull this bolt back out. Spray that bad boy down. We're going to let it sit for a little bit. You know, already it's starting to take off that carbon buildup and everything. So we're going to go ahead and do the same for our charging handle. We're going to get it right in there. Spray this down. You know, I'm looking for a good ambidextrous, you can tell where all the wear and tear is happening. I'm definitely going to upgrade my charging handle. Spray that down a little bit. Now, all personal preference, guys. You guys don't have to take down your ARs like I do or anything like that. I'm new to the AR platform. The AR pistol is the first AR that I've ever had, ever owned. So a lot of people, you know, do things differently. I'm just doing this so that way we can do little bit by little bit, you know. So now we'll start with my lower receiver. There we go. Focus. Thank you. The MOE grip is awesome. That is so cool. It sits on there perfect. Now we'll go ahead and spray. There we go. Into the light. We'll spray our solvent right in there. Like I said, I don't know. This is all personal preference. You guys don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. It's just, you know, I've never owned an AR before, and I kind of want to let that bolt sit. Now, a lot of people will say, you know, that's a lot, or not enough. It's all personal preference, guys. All personal preference. You know, normally what I do is I like to get Q-tip, kind of get right up in there. Get in your trigger, get all that gunk out of there. Now, you guys don't have to let it sit. The only reason why I'm letting it sit on the bolt is so that way we can really see, you know. But as soon as you spray it, you guys can start wiping. And like I said earlier, you know, it's all personal preference. I just want it to sit on my bolt a little bit. You know, every nook and cranny is important. So, but everybody cleans differently. So don't, you know, take what I say to heart or anything like that. We'll get that out of the way. Like to get right up in those nooks and crannies. And I don't have a cleaning kit, which I'm going to order one from Amazon, and I'll leave a couple of links below where you guys can check them out. I'm just using normal Q-tips to kind of get in those crannies. Look at that. Awesome. It's breaking all that stuff down, making it easy to clean. Like I said, no harsh chemicals, so you're not getting that smell, which I know that some competitors do have it, and I've grew up with those kinds of brands. Nothing against them, you know, but it was always harsh, and I love the smell of it, but sometimes it can be overbearing, especially like if you're working in a room, or you know, your space is kind of limited. You don't really want to stink up the house and that sort of thing. So I mean, it's getting down in there. My lower is not as dirty. And then we're going to go ahead and always never let your hammer slide home. I think it's on safety. There we go. Never let the hammer slam all the way. Just kind of want to gently raise it. So we can see if we can get it back into the light. I'll spray a little bit more of the solvent. Whoops. Didn't mean to bump the camera. Or my phone, I'm sorry. I'm trying something new here, guys. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. So spray a little bit more in there. You know, get all those working parts, stuff that takes. Spray some on my takedown pins. There we go. Get on that buffer. Roll it around in there. Break all that up. I think that it's a great product. It does what it needs to. You know, it breaks down all that built up carbon. It takes everything out of it. You know, you guys just seen my hand already from the bolt on how it just, look at that. Look how dirty that is. You know, it's breaking up all that carbon, all that loose, you know, powder and everything. It's getting that out of there without the harsh smells, and just, you know, it leaves some of, like I said, some other competitors, they leave that scent on your hands, and you wash and wash and wash. You know, sometimes it stays on there and then other times it don't, but like I said, you know, it's all personal preference. If you guys like some other stuff, cool. If you guys want to, you know, try this stuff out and give it a whirl, you know, I understand why you guys want to, you know, ask for another video, is because you, $20 is, may not seem like a lot, but if the product is not doing what it's supposed to, then, you know, what's the point of spending that $20 when you guys could go to your local gun shops and get something else. I got turned on to Shooter Lube. I kept seeing advertisements for it on Facebook, and I decided, why not give it a whirl and try something new. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I love it. So we'll go ahead and drop our hammer, make sure it's locked. We'll get right back on there. It's not as dirty as I thought it was gonna be, but clean, very clean. You know, I do have some residue on my receiver, and that's another thing too, guys, is how it's not really gonna stain or take off your finish on your lowers or your uppers or your wood, you know, from what I've seen personally, you know. So we'll go ahead, let this dry off. I'm gonna get some towels really quick and we can dry this off. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I forgot the paper towels. So we're gonna go ahead and just wipe off our receiver. Like I said, it hasn't done anything to any of the finish. Whoop, I keep bumping the camera. I'm so sorry, guys. So we're just gonna go ahead and wipe down our receiver, and we're gonna go ahead and put this off to the side. Look at all that. Look, it's just, it's cleaning off all that gunk and powder and all that other types of stuff, you know. I mean, it's just taking it off with ease. Like, I'm not pressing down, I'm not digging at it, you know, just wiping it. So we'll wipe this other side, we'll wipe this side. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put the lower off to the side real quick. Now we will do our upper. So we'll go ahead and actually, let's check our bolt. I know you guys are pretty anxious to see how the bolt facing is and how well it's working on the bolt, so let's go ahead and take a gander. Alright, guys, you guys ready? You guys gonna be astonished. Check this out, check this out, watch this, watch this. Boom. Look at that. It's just ease. It's coming out with ease. Now, let me know in the comments below, guys, what you guys use for ammunition. I try to stay away from, like, the Arms Corps. You know, with my personal experience with them, I've had a very big malfunction, and just because the ammunition, you know, runs dirty, but that's just my experience. You know, I've met plenty of people that have never had an issue with Arms Corps and all these other stuff. So, you know, like I said, every gun is different. Every single one is not gonna, like one particular ammo over another. So this is just me personally, guys. This is my personal experience. So, you know, once again, it's just my personal experience. So we'll go ahead and spray it down again. And it doesn't smell. That's the best part. Like, it doesn't smell, doesn't stain. I'm not, you know, coughing or hacking up a lung. Granted, there are some that I'm just like, I love the smell of solvent, but when you have a small apartment or home, or your workspace is not as big, you know, it's always nice to be able to work and not have any of those chemicals kind of lingering around, especially like those that are sensitive to smell. So that's one big positive. Boom. I mean, it's just taking that gunk off. I'll get another new one here. And I do apologize, guys. I don't plan for this video being this long, but I figure that the details need to be there, you know. So we'll just, and I'm not scrubbing hard at all. You know, we're just wiping things down, cleaning off that bolt face. Clean. Like, it's taking all of it off. It's doing what it's supposed to. You know, so we'll go ahead and put our bolt off to the side. I know that a lot of guys, they'll take their takedown pins and everything out, but for the sake of, you know, the length of the video, I'm pretty sure that I could go on for 45 minutes about how to clean and everything else, and I really don't want to take up a lot of your guys' time. You know, I just want to show you what kind of product you guys are getting. Do I still use this? Yes. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Does it do a good job? Yeah. Yeah, it does. So we'll go ahead and check our charging handle. And that's one thing I need to get, is a budget-friendly cleaning kit. Already you guys can see, look at all that. You know, what kind of ammo do I use? I use anything that's not too terribly expensive, and not something that's like, you know, cheap. You know, I'm a big fan of Federal. I love the Federal products. You know, when Walmart was still, back in the day, when Walmart was selling the Federal aluminum, yeah, I was one of those types of guys that would buy it. Believe it or not, I've never had no malfunctions with that, so that's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and put that napkin down on the bottom. We'll go ahead and spray a couple more times with the solvent. And we'll wipe it again. Just coming off like butter, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you're looking for a good cleaner for your brother, mom, dad, cousin, nephew, this right here, your husband, wife, the dog, definitely would recommend this. I mean, it's just taking this off effortlessly. I mean, you can tell where the wear and tear is coming from. I really want to replace my charging handle with something ambidextrous style. You know, there's nothing wrong with the mil spec that comes with it, but I think it's nice to have something else. Now we will move on to the final cleaning portion. Now this is going to be a hassle, I can already tell you, just because one reason and one reason only. I don't have a cleaning kit I'm definitely going to order one from Amazon. I'll leave a couple of links below for you guys to kind of, you know, get into it. If you guys need a budget friendly kit, like I said, me and my wife are in the process of buying a house, so we're staying with my mom, my brothers, and stuff like that until all the house is ready to go and be moved in. You know, those that bought a house understand. Those that are going to buy a house, it's a process. Patience is key, you know, especially when it comes to investing that much money, you know. So just be patient and stay with it. Already you guys can see that Q-tip just getting dirty. And Winchester white box is one of my favorites that I used. I mean, get down in there. You can just feel all that carbon and powder and gunk. Just, whoops. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Like I said, I'm trying something new, so I do apologize. The quality is a little off, or my lighting. I do apologize. Every time I make a video, I have to go on a different side of the house. We'll go ahead and put that off to the side. We'll grab another Q-tip and kind of just get all that gunk and stuff out of there as much as we can, you know. We clean. Like I said, I know some guys that they want it clean where that rag comes out. Others are kind of just like, I want it clean, but I'm going next week to the range, so, you know, this or that. So it is all personal preference on how much you use and how well you want it clean. So, I mean, it's just breaking all that gunk and stuff out, you know. I think for the price that you pay for a solvent and a lube, this is phenomenal. Will I keep using it? Yes. Would I, you know, the next gun that I'm going to clean will probably be my MMP Shield, not the 2.0, just the regular, and really give it a good cleaning because that's my carry gun. Yes, absolutely. I mean, dirty, guys. My AR is dirty. That's all right. We're gonna go ahead and clean it, spiffing it up, make it look pretty again. And I do apologize for the video being so long, guys. I don't mean to make it this long, you know, but you guys need to know on how well it cleans. So we're going to go ahead and take this, shove this back in there. Just all this stuff just coming out. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not digging into it. I'm not, you know, going super hard. All I'm doing is just taking my paper towel. The reason why I'm using paper towel is because all my cleaning stuff is still packed, and you know, I couldn't find my other cleaning stuff, so normally I do use a rag, and I would prefer to use a rag, but for right now I just kind of want to just show you guys how well it cleans. You know, like I said, I'm not pressing hard on it. It's doing what it's supposed to, you know. So that's a positive. Now that we got that side all kind of figured out, you know, we're gonna go ahead and spray down the barrel, and we'll clean out the barrel really quick, so that way you guys get an idea of how quickly this breaks all that stuff up. It just loosens it, and it's so much easier to clean. As you guys can see, like on my fingers, you're gonna have residue. But look at that. Look at how easy that comes off. When I wash my hands after making this video, it's going to come off with just regular soap. I'm not going to sit there and scrub just trying to get that oils and everything off. So some guys do it differently than me. You know, I like to tilt it, get nice and good into that barrel. Sorry guys, I keep bumping it. Alright, we'll have to try it a different way. I'll just spray down in here. Spray into that barrel. That's one thing I love about this little kit, guys, is a little bit goes a long way. There we go. Spray down in there. Let that carbon kind of get out of there. Now some guys are different. Some guys are I'm going in with a wire brush in first, just to kind of help out that shooter lube, break all that gunk up. There we go. Pop the dust cover off so that way you guys can kind of see. Whoop. I do apologize, guys, for all the lighting and audio and that sort of stuff. Boom. Running in there a couple times. Now we'll swap that out for our patch. Now I'll leave a link below to some really good budget cleaning stuff. And what I'm using is just the 22 cal patches. So like I said, guys, I do apologize for how long this video is. I wasn't intending it to be this long. You know, but I think it's interesting for a $20 product to work so well and not stain or smell or get on clothes or, you know, the reason why I have all that newspaper down is just because that's the way my grandfather did it. You know, and we'll run it through. Look at all this carbon. Ugh, gross, right? We'll throw it in there a couple more times. Then we'll throw our lube. And the reason why I'm not going to do like a full depth deep clean is because I'm close to 500 rounds with this AR, and I really want to do a review video, and I will here soon. So stay tuned for that. Oh, I think I might have 2 patches. Yep, I got 2 patches on there. There we go. So I'm going to be taking this out to the range to hit that 500 round mark. I like it so far, and for what I paid and what I upgraded, you know, just simple things here and there, I love it. Do I want another one? Yes. I'm thinking about going 11.5 or 14.5. I kind of want to try the SBA 4 brace since I have the 3. What do you guys think? You guys think I should go SBA 3 or SBA 4? I kind of like the ergonomics of the 3, but I think the 4 looks a little bulky, you know. So actually, you know what? I think I might just stick with the SBA 3. But let me know what you guys think. Oh, and then my patch deal came out. There we go. Get it in there. My patch came off again. We'll go one more time. We'll put a new patch on. And I am using the 22 cal pouches. Pretty sure that I mentioned that, but I wanted to mention it one more time. So, and the sight mark is awesome. I love it. For what I paid, would I trust my life with it? Yes, I would definitely. So, just for the length of the video, I'm going to go ahead and throw on some lube. Now that that is all done and squared away, you know, like I said with my CZ video, a lot of people use different amounts. I may use a little less, I may use a little more. You know, it's all personal preference, guys. Like I said, I didn't mean to make this video this long, but and this is our lube. Also eco-friendly. Go ahead and throw that on the bolt. Kind of thrash that around. Get it in our hot spots, right where we get wear and tear. Like I said, some people think that I use a little less, a little too much. It's all personal preference, guys. How much you think that it needs is how much you should put, you know, whatever you think. Like I said, everybody's going to be different. So I try to make sure that I get my bolt nice and lubed up in the hot spots. So, and then we will go with our charging handle. Get those hot spots too. Get right up in there. Okay. Alright. I'm going to wipe my hands really quick. And it does not sting. It doesn't burn. So, now that that's all done, go ahead and wipe off the other part of that upper. Whoops. Sorry, guys. We'll wipe this down. Look at that. Clean. Just comes off with ease. It almost seems like the shooter lube eats the carbon buildup. So we'll stick our bolt in.